Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and on today's video, let's remove Edge, or at least make it a little bit less of a memory hog on your system. This video is going to be split up into two parts, one of which is the kind of the easy method, so non-destructive, doesn't get rid of Edge, but stops it actually kind of running in the background and taking up RAM. The second part is going to be actually removing Microsoft Edge from your system in its entirety. So you can choose which you do, option 1 or option 2, entirely up to you. And it's pretty easy to do. And also, obviously, RAM is very expensive. If it takes up a load of RAM in your system, it's just one way of clawing a little bit back, especially if you have a modest system with maybe only 4 or 8 gigs of RAM. They still exist, unfortunately. So, without further ado, let's head to the computer and take a closer look. Right, here we are on Windows desktop. System's just booted up. There's nothing running really other than startup tasks. So we'll do Shift, Control and Escape. And we'll bring up Task Manager, and you can see here in the Processes section, we look at Microsoft Edge. It's currently at the top there. I've got them sorted by memory. So currently Edge, just basically not even running, is using up more RAM than essentially anything else on the system. Now if we take a closer look, you see there's the browser, the pre-renderer, the extensions that are installed, the GPU process, etc. All this stuff, it all adds up. So potentially you don't want that. So how do we minimize or reduce this or remove it entirely? So option 1, go into Microsoft Edge, go over to the hamburger menu at the top here, go down to the section called Settings. On the left hand side, we want the tab called System and Performance. And in the System and Performance section, we have the System section. So click on System. Now these are the two key things which are going to be the ones which are a pain in the backside. So we've got Startup Boost. Basically, it means that Edge is running from the very moment you turn on your computer. So I would strongly suggest disabling that unless you have a specific need for it. And also continue running background extensions and apps when Edge is closed. Now clearly the whole point of having an X at the top here is when you close your programs, you expect them to be closed. So I'm going to turn that off, because obviously we don't want it to continue. So that should make things a little bit better. So if we close down Microsoft Edge now, we can see that it closed. It's given us our RAM back. Fantastic, or at least it's hanging around down there somewhere, but it's not making much of a dent on the system. So that's fantastic. So that is option 1 completed. Now for those of you that want to remove Edge in its entirety, potentially if you're living in one of the European economic zones, there is actually an option in the apps settings, which I will show you now. So go to Settings, and then go into Apps, and then go into Installed Apps, and look for Microsoft Edge, which you can see here. So if you click on the 3 dots again, if you're in a European Union place or something like that, you should have the uninstall option here. Now for us here in the UK, and no doubt many other places around the world, you don't have the option to remove it in its entirety. Now also I should say, before we do the next part of this, you will need to make sure that you actually have another browser installed on your system, or the option to use something like winget to actually force a browser installation. Because if you remove Edge and it's the only browser on your system, you're then left without a browser. So that is the warning here. If you wish to continue, feel free to carry on. So the easiest way of doing it, now there are many ways of removing Edge. There's registry keys, there's little tweaks which you can do to remove it, and it changes every time it seems that Windows gets an update or there's a new build, etc. It changes all the time. So I found the easiest way of doing it is to use a program called WinToys. Now in order to get WinToys, you can go to the Microsoft Store and just type in the top here, WinToys, and choose the WinToys app, which is this one here by Bogdan. Just click on Install. Shouldn't take very long, it's a very small program. And when it's done, you can click on Open. User account control will pop up saying, do you want it to make changes? Yes, we do. And when WinToys pops up, you've got the option here, take control of your system. Now we have done a separate video on WinToys and all the little bits and pieces that it can do, which we're not going to cover in this video because it's not necessary. We just want one setting. So go into the spanner section or the tweaks section. And if we scroll down to System, this one here, and expand it, and then scroll down a little bit further, you'll see here we've got this section here, the Digital Markets Act. So this is a method of telling Windows that you are actually in the European Union or somewhere which enforces the Digital Markets Act. Now this is a little bit misleading because the Digital Markets Act, which this is actually invoking, is actually reproduced in many, many different ways. So it isn't just as simple as turning on the Digital Markets Act. There's a little bit more going on underneath the hood, but for all intents and purposes for end users, this makes sense. So in the moment, if we go back to our apps, we can see, go to Microsoft Edge, and we cannot uninstall it. So let's go back to WinToys, and we'll turn on the Digital Markets Act. And now, hopefully, if we go back into Edge, we need to go back out or even close settings and then go back in again and go back into apps, installed apps and Edge. And now you can see we do have the option to uninstall Microsoft Edge in its entirety. So you can quite happily click on that, it will remove Edge, etc. You get the general idea. So obviously it's going to be down to you whether you do that or not. In this instance, I'm not going to because I still do use it sometimes for demonstration purposes, etc., etc. But if you wish to remove it, then that is certainly an easy way of doing it. Once you've done it, or removed it, or done whatever you need to do, obviously if you want to, you can just close down WinToys and actually get rid of that as well. So if we close that down now, we can find WinToys. Right click on it and we can choose uninstall, and it'll say there, it'll get rid of it and remove all the settings. So that is one way of doing it. You can get rid of it that way. Again, click on uninstall. Sometimes, yeah, it is being uninstalled. Great, that's what we wanted to see. So there you go. That is one way of doing it. For me, this at the moment seems the simplest way of doing it, but if you've got other ways of getting rid of Edge, then please let me know. So there you go, pretty straightforward. There's no dabbling around in the registry or hacking around with PowerShell scripts. It's all pretty much done for you. And Microsoft have actually done a really good job at the moment of kind of really cementing Edge into the operating system. So some of the previous fixes or hacks that were used previously to remove it don't work anymore, especially if you're on some of the newer Windows builds. I think it's especially from 26200 if you're on Windows 11, so 25H2 onwards, it is removed in a completely different way, which WinToys has successfully managed to navigate around. So anyway, hopefully this video's been useful to you. If it has, smash the like button. If you really like this video and you'd like other people to see it, then please feel free to share it. That really helps the channel. I think that's going to pretty much wrap this one up. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.